Yes, because
off the back of that, you're right in front of that. Every time you come to the thing.
yes, yeah.
I can hear you.
Cheers, James.
If they said, oh yeah, it's a 21-year-old who's absolutely fine,
Yeah.
then I would be going, oh. Set opposite somebody.
That's what the bloke from London says. The postcode is extra. It is.
Where do you want them here?
When so you can put into around there, okay? If you place it sort of right in front of you.
Do you want them to step in
I would say
one
swap
by one?
over the
Yeah.
order of the
Okay,
council.
fine. You wait in order then. Okay. Does that work for everyone?
Just know who you are, be lovely for
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you.
And we're good. You want to start? Do you want to wait till 2 minutes or?
We're good to go here.
Well, how many-
Good to go. Good to go.
All good to go. Okay, Steve, whenever you're ready then.
Good afternoon. I'm Superintendent Steve Bradfield, Local Police Area Commander for Reading. At 2:56 a.m. today, we received a number of reports of a large fire at a property in the Road Court off Roseland Road. Very sadly, one person has died as a result of this incident. A number of other people remain unaccounted for. As you may be aware, a 31-year-old man from Reading has been arrested on suspicion of arson and murder and is in custody at this time. We've been working alongside our partner agencies to do everything we can to find signs of life. But sadly, it is highly unlikely we will find any further survivors in the building. The building itself is unstable and it will be a complex operation for our teams as we move through today. We expect this phase of the operation to continue into the evening and perhaps beyond. If you have any concerns about loved ones, you can report them at mipp.police.uk or by calling 0800 051 6079 or 0207 126 7641 from outside the UK.
Good afternoon. My name is Douglas Cannon and I'm Assistant Chief Fire Officer for Broadmarsh Fire and Rescue Service. First and foremost, I'd like to offer my thoughts and condolences on behalf of the service and the Fire Authority to those who have been affected by this incident. As with any incident, our priority is always to provide the best possible service we can, and our teams have been working incredibly hard since the early hours of this morning and currently remain on scene. They responded quickly to this fire in a low-rise building comprised of 4 stories, arriving within 8 minutes from the time we received the 999 call and were faced with a challenging situation. Upon arrival, their priority was to locate casualties inside the building to evacuate them safely and ensure ensure they receive prompt treatment alongside our partners from South Central Ambulance Service while working to extinguish the fire. During the course of this, our firefighters were able to rescue one of the residents from the building using a ladder, and our emergency call handlers gave fire survival advice to a resident that led them to safety getting out of the property. Despite their efforts, we know that one person has sadly been pronounced dead at the scene and a number of others remain unaccounted for at this time. At the height of the fire, there were around 50 firefighters at the scene who stationed across Berkshire and Oxfordshire, supported by officers of specialist equipment, including our aerial ladder platform. Firefighters now remain on the scene, and colleagues from our urban search and rescue team in Buckinghamshire Fire and Rescue are also supporting. While this incident is understood to be arson, the source of ignition is yet to be confirmed, and a full fire investigation will be underway to determine this, alongside colleagues from Thames Valley Police. As I mentioned before, firefighters do remain on the scene and are likely to do so for a number of hours and into the coming days. So we'd ask for your continued patience while we work with the other emergency services. Thank you.
Mark Ainsworth, Director of Operations for South Central Ambulance Service. I can confirm that O300 this morning we were called to Road Court to report to the large fire the persons reported. We'd like to offer our condolences to those people who have been affected by this incident. We've been working closely through the early hours of the morning and during the day with our colleagues from Thames Valley Fire Service and the Thames Valley Police, Royal Berkshire Fire and Rescue Service and local authorities. We've had ambulances, critical care doctors and our hazardous area response team at the scene of the incident, and we intend to remain here until the conclusion of any further incidents. Sadly, we have confirmed one person has died and a number of others are missing. In addition, we have treated 4 patients and conveyed those to hospital, and 7 patients were treated at the scene of the incident. As I said, our hazardous area response team will remain at the scene for the foreseeable future.
Afternoon, I'm Jason Brock, I'm the leader of Reading Borough Council, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of everybody in the Reading community when I say that our thoughts and prayers are with everybody who's been affected by this horrific fire just off Grovelands Road this morning, and especially with those whose life has been lost. Police, fire and ambulance services remain on the scene and are likely to do so for some considerable time yet. I would echo their calls for people to stay away from the area at this time and let the emergency services get on with their jobs at this critical point. I'd also like to once again thank Reading's emergency services for their swift response to another major incident in Reading, this time in the early hours of the morning. Reading Borough Council officers are working alongside other agencies to set up temporary respite accommodation and support for local residents and neighbours where it is needed. It goes without saying that we will continue to provide whatever support is necessary in the days and the weeks to come and throughout the Christmas period and beyond. And we will share contact details for any members of the public who need help or support as soon as they become available. And I know that there are many in our community that want to offer their support too, and we will also communicate how this may be done appropriately as things develop. Thank you.
Gentlemen, can we just check spellings, please? And also if we can just check those details. Okay, you still got that?
Yeah, they're playing the first aid.
Let's kill the mic and put you shut your mic on. I should.